Tap in, tap in, tap in. Welcome on back to the channel, everybody. My name is Malin, and I'm here bringing you another Graal Classic video. Today, we're going to be going over how to start a towering guild that does not flop. This video can also apply to a sparring guild if you are aiming more for that direction. So what you're going to want to do first is make sure you have a solid, catchy name. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go into guilds, click create to create a guild. And make sure you have a catchy name. If you want, ask ChatGPT. It always works good with any names you might want to come up with or anything like that. But make sure it's catchy and short. If it is going to be long, make sure it's super catchy. I used to be in a guild called Live to Kill. That's LTK right there on my player. It's a little bit longer, but it's still catchy enough to kind of get the vibe for it. We could also go over here to our scores. And we go to Guild Fort. And then look at the season, and then just look at, we'll go over to the month, just look at all the top guilds that are towering right now, and maybe get some inspiration from that. Short, like Homicide, Spree, you also have Stride, so get some inspiration from that, and then go to create your guild. So we're going to go with the guild name Sever. It's kind of catchy. So now that you have created your guild, we're going to want to try to get a logo. So we look as professional as possible and bring the most traction in. So what I would do is simply just go to ChatGPT if you don't know how to create a logo professionally, and just ask them to create a logo that says your guild name, and that's about it. You don't really need nothing fancy. If it just makes a black screen with Sever in front of it, how to recruit for your towering guild or sparring guild the right way. So this is just a brand new guild. You've just started off. You have no members, you have nothing, you have no towering hours, nothing like that. Why would people want to join your guild? Well, let's give them a reason to want to join the guild. So how do we do that? We make everything as professional as possible. And we've already done that in step 2 by making our logo. We're going to want to go to our guild, Sever, and we're going to want to change up the description. And so it doesn't need to be anything fancy or anything like that. We're going to want to go to change status. So I've simply went into the status button right here. I put Sever, and then I put a little 1K goal. So you can change that up with the font or however you know how to change the text on Graal Classic. If you need any help on that, you can look that up on a separate video. I might be making a video on that as well. So we just put Sever, 1K goal, make it short but professional. And the 1K goal is for 1,000 fort time hours. And so that just makes it look professional, sets a goal for ourselves, and helps bring in traction. So that is the logo. It made a really cool logo. So guys, just ask ChatGPT to make you one if you don't really know how to make one or don't want to spend the time to make one. Just ask ChatGPT. It'll do an amazing one for you. So now that we have our guild made, we have the logo made, we have the logo put in, we have our guild description, professionalized, short, simple. We are moving on to recruiting the right way. So this just includes where to recruit. On your map, maybe make a Discord, invite some friends to it, get the Discord active with some Graal members, join the Graal Discord, try to get some people in your guild from that, and maybe in events as well. Join some Graal events like this one, capture the flag, maybe say, hey, just made a towering guild. Sever is recruiting for towering. New towering guild, etc. Just try to get some traction. It's going to take maybe a little bit just to get some people going in. And so just have patience. That's all you can really do when you start out with no people, no relation to professional towers that are towering actively and daily. And so some spots I'm going to show you where to recruit at. So I just put Sever is recruiting, brand new towering guild. Join up to help grow. So during that end, you're gonna add incentive. Why should they join you instead of Stride? Well, you're a brand new towering guild. People are gonna grow with you as the guild grows. So make sure that's a key opponent. Why should they join your brand new guild instead of Stride or one of the top season towering guilds? Well, because you're a brand new guild. You want your people to grow with you as the guild grows. And that's something that Stride can't offer, because if you just join Stride and Stride grows, you're not really going to be growing with them that much because so many people have been in and out of Stride. And so that is the third step on how to make a guild that doesn't flop. What we're going to be moving on to now is, if you have it, and this isn't mandatory, but a guild house setup would be pretty cool. So I have a guild house. This is for my farming. But if you are doing this for sparring, if you have a guild for sparring, you're going to want to have a guild house that has the sparring room. So we're going to go ahead and head down to the sparring room just so I can show you guys kind of the concept of why I'm saying this. So if you are here in the sparring room, you're going to want to be practicing with your guild members. You're going to want to be practicing nonstop if you really want to get to the top of the sparring league. So make sure if you are going for sparring, you guys get a guild house with the sparring room. Just keep on practicing with your guild members. And when they aren't online, of course, head to the battle arena or the dojo and keep on practicing. And tip number 5 is you're going to want to keep your guild active. When you have a consistent flow of new members coming in and your spots filling up, you're going to want to start kicking people and keeping your activity level high on your guild. You're not going to want to have people who haven't been active for 4 hours even on your guild if you keep having consistent members come in. So when you get to a guild size like Stride over here, they have consistent activity. So when people are offline, they usually end up kicking them. If you look at these people, they haven't been online for the last hour. So that's why they haven't been kicked yet. But all their people mainly are online. That keeps your activity percentage up. That makes people want to join your guild more, have a better incentive to join your guild. And you don't want your guild full of offline people when you can have people online coming in and out. Just make sure your guild is active. Make sure everybody's online if they aren't online and they're not an officer. If they're just a new recruit and they go offline and you have new people wanting to come in, give them a kick. Don't feel bad or sorry. It's part of towering. It's how you successfully run a towering guild. That was my top 5 tips for how to not flop a guild. But the biggest thing you guys are going to struggle with is getting your first recruiting done. Be patient with it. Don't get frustrated because you're not really getting anybody. Once you get maybe 3-4 people, then start going to towers and whatnot. Start towering a little bit. Get some recruitments in for people. Start just recruiting everybody you see. So that will conclude it for this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to my channel. Once again, you guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much. I am so happy to be back on Graal Classic. Tech Runners coming out soon. I'm going to put the link to the description, to the Discord in the description below. If you guys want to join the playtest, join that description. Playtest is August 8th at 5 p.m. PST. They are looking for as many playtesters as possible. It's kind of like Graal era, except 360-degree shooting. So everybody join that Discord link below. Try to get that as full as possible. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Graal Classic. Give me that sponsor. Have a good day, y'all. Peace out.